Hello dear students, this is As Mohammad Khan and I welcome you with today's segment student. Today we will cover two important topics of the chapter 16. It is biological magnification or biological accumulation with ozone layer and its depletion. So what is biological magnification, student? About the food chain we have discussed that the food chain is a single directional sequence in which one particular living organism is taken by another, and in this way the chemical energy is transferred into a single direction. In the similar manner, student, the substances that are non-biodegradable and those substances or those chemical substances are also transferred from one trophic level to another via food chain, and their concentration is increased step by step. Means the concentration of the non-biodegradable substances or pesticide or heavy metals is increased step by step, and this phenomena is known as biological magnification or biological accumulation, student, and it leads to toxicity of the living organism. In nowadays we are getting the different diseases like cancer, like the nerval disorder, with this the diabetes, indigestion, all these diseases we are having only due to this problem, student, because in our country generally the farming that is done, it is inorganic farming, student, it is not organic. And in the inorganic farming generally what are used? Pesticide, insecticide and fertilizers are used, and those pesticides and insecticides, what they contain? They contain the toxic chemical substances in the form of heavy metals, and those heavy metals are not digested or not taken by the living organism, even they are not taken by the plants. That's why their concentration is increased in them. Like the first, the non-biodegradable substances comes via soil to the plants, and from the plants it moves to the herbivores, and from the herbivores it moves to the carnivores or the omnivores, and in this way their concentration is increased, student, and this phenomena is known as biological magnification. Now we will discuss the example of this. Like there is one example I have written here in this, the grass is autotroph and it makes its food with the help of sunlight, but some nutrients are taken by the soil. So in this process, the pesticides and insecticides are accumulated in the grass. Like the ratio of that in this, for example, is 0.0 ppm. Now what is ppm, student? It is the value from which we measure the non-biodegradable substances quantity. And what is its full form? Parts per million. Parts per million. So 0.2 ppm is found in the grass. Now the grass is taken by the goat. Now when the grass is taken by the goat, then its concentration is increased, and what will it become? It will become 2 ppm. And after this goat is taken by a human, means by a non-vegetarian human, student. Now here the concentration of these substances is increased. Now it becomes the 20 ppm, means 20 parts per million, student. So the concentration is increasing in this, and this process is known as biological magnification. So now we discuss, student, the second example. In this there is one aquatic plant, that is algae. As you know, the water pollution is taking place in nowadays, and due to that water pollution the concentration of the non-biodegradable substances is increasing in water, and that is taken by the algae. So in this the non-biodegradable substances concentration is 0.4 ppm. Now this algae is taken by a fish, means one herbivore's fish take it. Now the concentration of these non-biodegradable substances become 8 ppm, means 8 parts per million. Now this fish is taken by a human. Now again the concentration of the non-biodegradable substances is increased here and it becomes 24 ppm, student. So in this way, the non-biodegradable substances or the toxic substances are increased trophic level by trophic level, and this phenomena is known as biological magnification. It is the most harmful phenomena for all the living organisms, student. And it is, what is the main reason of it? Its main reason is pollution only. That's why we should try to reduce pollution. Now we come on the next important topic, that is ozone layer and ozone depletion. Now what is ozone layer, student? Ozone layer is a layer or it has an umbrella-like structure in the stratosphere. As you know that our earth have the different layer of the atmosphere. First layer of the atmosphere is troposphere, and after the troposphere there is stratosphere, student. Like it is earth. It is earth. And on the above the earth there is troposphere. It is troposphere. Tropo. And after the tropo there is strato. It is strato. So inside the stratosphere there is one layer of ozone is found. Now what is ozone? Ozone is a triatomic compound, student. It contains the 3 atoms of oxygen. That's why it is known as triatomic compound, and it is formed in the stratosphere. Stratosphere, student. And this ozone layer protects us from the ultraviolet rays of the sun. It's important. Now how is it become? First, when the ultraviolet rays fall on the stratosphere on the ozone layer, then the oxygen is splitting into 2 monoatomic oxygens. Now these monoatomic oxygen react with the diatomic oxygens. Now when they react with each other, then what they form? They form ozone, student, ozone, triatomic. So in this way, the ozone layer is formed in the stratosphere, student, in the stratosphere, and it protects us from the UV rays of the sun. Means when the UV rays come on the ozone layer, then they are reflected or absorbed by the ozone layer, and we can protect ourselves from the ultraviolet rays. So it is the umbrella-like structure that protects us from the UV rays of the sun, or we can say that it is the umbrella that is given by the God to us to protect the nature. Now this ozone layer concentration is decreasing day by day due to one air pollutant, student, and that air pollutant is known as CFC. CFC. What is the full form of CFC, student? Chlorofluorocarbon. Now this chlorofluorocarbon is depleting the ozone layer. So the first ozone depletion case is looked by the scientist in 1985, and that hole or that depletion is looked just above the Antarctica in 1985. So due to the ozone depletion, the UV rays may come directly on the earth. That's why we should not use CFC, because it causes air pollution, and due to that air pollution our ozone layer may be depleted. That's why the government also banned this harmful substance, student. We should try to protect this. So to protect the ozone, there is one day is also celebrated is Ozone Layer Protection Day, and that day is 16 September student. 16 September is celebrated as Ozone Layer Protection Day, 16 September. So thank you very much. Now you will try to cover these two topics and try to write about them in your notebook. Thank you very much and have a pleasant day.